I've got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two.
Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off.
And it's saved.
What a game. Cortez smacked to the left. That is gone.
Miss Castillo, she made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash.
Good evening, welcome back to another broadcast here on Real Sports Live, coming to you from Game 2 of our triple header coming to you from Cabinets Field, and we have a big one in 29-5. If you're just tuning in, we had our first game. It was Rockford Fullerton defeats the Miller Buccaneers and win that one 18-1. Real Sports Live for the game. Javier Garza picking up a ground rules. Javier Vela, and got 2 RBIs to secure that 18-1 win. Now we switch gears off to 29-5A and two of the biggest, baddest teams in this district. Of course, Lee Yeager likes to call this district a murderer's row. You have Carroll, King, Moody, Ray, and Vets, the fabulous 5 all in this district. And a big matchup here. Corpus Christi Ray set to take on Corpus Christi Carroll. The Carroll Tigers coming to this one with the record of 14-8 overall, 8-2 in district, getting a big win against Gregory Portland last night, 14-13. The Ray Texans, the number 1 seed, ranked number 5th in the state of Texas in the 5A classification, coming to this one 21-3 overall, 9-0 in district, coming off a win against rival Moody, 7-5 last night on this very field. And the Carroll Tigers will be designated the home team in the classic whites with the dark blue and light blue. Carroll leading things off here for the Ray Texans. We'll get you the starting lineup. Leading things off, the center fielder Ryan Rodriguez. Batting second, the shortstop Jack Bell. Batting third, the second baseman Lucas Tinajero. Batting fourth, the third baseman Miguel Everett. Batting fifth, Kevin Goss, the first baseman. Batting sixth, Darian Montoya will be calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Nick Talavera will be batting seventh in left field. Batting eighth, the DH Frankie Aldithra, who's in place for the starter Christian Martinez on the mound. And rounding up the lineup, the right fielder Luis Morales. So Rodriguez, Bell, Tinajero, Everett, Goss, Montoya, Talavera, Aldrete, and Morales, the order here that Coach Orlando Ruiz selects to start things off. And we're underway as a foul ball to start things off. First pitch at 1:35 p.m. This one was slated for a 1:30 start, or 30 minutes after the first one. So 1:30, 1:35, and they're going to rule it 1:35 p.m. as the first start here. And it's a beautiful evening and day in Corpus Christi, Texas. 82 degrees and clear skies in the coastal bend. A hard hit fly ball to center fielder. Chance to drop and gets past the center fielder Chris Chavez. Nick Matridis going after it. And now he's going to try to go for a triple, and he gets it. And a huge triple by Ryan Rodriguez, the leadoff hitter, the center fielder. And a diving effort there by the center fielder Chris Chavez. Nick Matridis, good way to back him up. Of course, Nick Matridis and the Carroll Tigers, led by head coach David Marcello in his 10th season at the helm for the Carroll Tigers. Ray Texans, led by head coach Orlando Ruiz. Again, 29-5A district rivals, and arguably one of the biggest matchups. And the last time they faced off was March 15th. Corpus Christi Ray on March 15th. Ray winning that one in 14 innings. Absolute slugfest between the two. Pitch that one in the dirt. That's going to be a ball. That's a 1-0 count. So Jack Bell, the shortstop, digs in for his first at bat of the afternoon. Again, Ryan Rodriguez gets it started off with a triple. A beautiful Saturday afternoon here at Corpus Christi's Cabinets Athletic Facility. That pitch inside for a strike, and it evens up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. A runner on third base in the form of Ryan Rodriguez, who started off with a huge triple. That's a hard hit ball. And that pitch missing. That's a 2-2 count now to start things off here with Carroll and Ray. Two count. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Jack Bell will go down as Devin Gutierrez gets the start for the Carroll Tigers. Claims his first strikeout of the afternoon. Puts one away here in the top half of the first inning. Now coming in, hitter number 3 in the order to second baseman Lucas Tinajero. Tinajero, a key force here for the Ray Texan squad. As Gutierrez deals in a strike to start off the third at bat, he faces Lucas Tinajero. Again, the Ray Texans ranked in state currently. Ranked second in Texas 5A, and overall in the state they're ranked 11th. That pitch missing for a ball evens up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Tinajero awaits his pitch and a chopper down to the second baseman Isaac Bettis, who bobbles it up to throw to first in time, so the sac ground out plays out. As the bases will now clear up. And Corpus Christi Ray will get on the board first. Sacrifice ground out brings in the runner Ryan Rodriguez. This brings in the third baseman Miguel Everett, hitter number 4 in this Ray Texan order. Devin Gutierrez already claiming out number 2, and this one fouled onto the roof and into the parking lot. Count goes 0-1 on hitter number 4, the third baseman Miguel Everett. Defensive setup for the Carroll Tigers. Devin Flores over on the mound. Dave Palomo behind the plate at first. Alex Flores, Isaac Bettis at second. Easton Hewitt at third. Trey Estrada at short. The outfield, DJ Cantu in left, Chris Chavez in center, Nick Petridis in right. And that's the defensive order for David Marcello's Carroll Tigers. The count goes 1-1 on Miguel Everett. Deals in the pitch. That one just a bit too low. Two balls, 1 strike, the current count. Pitch on the way. That one goes inside, evens up the count at 2-2. Again, a beautiful afternoon here at Corpus Christi. First pitch over at 1:35 p.m. 4 minutes into this ball game, already Ray scoring a run off the sac ground out by Lucas Tinajero. As the pitch on the way, that one well outside. Now the count goes full for Miguel Everett. On deck, Kevin Goss, the first baseman. Three-two payoff pitch on the way. This one chopped down middle between first, second, and short. That's going to be another base hit for Corpus Christi Ray. That's Miguel Everett who gets on the board.
First baseman number 14, Kevin Goss.
So on a 3-2 count, Miguel Everett singles one up the middle between second and short. This brings in Kevin Goss, the first baseman. And Corpus Christi Ray boasting one of the best infields in 29-5A, if not the South Texas area, Region 4. Of course, ranked number 2 in the State 5A classification. The pitch on the way. Well inside for a ball, 1-0 count. Kevin Goss, who gets to start at first base defensively for the Ray Texans. Set to go, 1-0 pitch on the way. Gutierrez fires it inside for a strike. That's a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Here a runner on first in the top half of the first inning. Throw back over to first on a pickoff attempt, not in time. Again, Miguel Everett at first after singling one up the middle between second and short a few moments ago. Ray already collecting 1 run and 2 hits. That one missing. That's a 2-1 count now on Miguel Everett. Kevin Goss, excuse me. This one chopped up over to Trey Estrada, who's going to get the throw off the first, and it's in time. Kevin Goss will ground out, but the damage is done here as Ray picks up 1 run off 2 hits. They leave a runner stranded at first. You're watching Real Sports Live. We'll go down to the bottom of the first. We'll get you the starting lineup for the Carroll Tigers and the defensive setup for the Ray Texans after this.
Blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the first inning, we'll get you the starting lineup for David Marcello's Carroll Tigers. Leading things off, the center fielder Chris Chavez, batting second, the right fielder Nick Matridis, batting third, the third baseman Easton Hewitt, batting fourth and at first base Alex Flores, batting fifth and on the mound Devin Gutierrez, who collected a strikeout. Batting sixth, DJ Gondu, the left fielder. Batting seventh, the catcher Dave Palomo. Batting eighth, Trey Estrada. Batting ninth, Isaac Perez. And Chavez, Matridis, Hewitt, Flores, Gutierrez, Gondu, Palomo, Estrada, and Perez, the order for today's matchup against the Ray Texans here in the bottom half of the first inning. We already saw Ray pick up a run off 2 hits. Of course, the RBI sac ground out, bringing in Ryan Rodriguez, who started things off with a huge triple. So Chris Chavez will get the start off here for the Carroll Tigers. The center fielder made an effort for a diving grab out in the center field, but just got a bit too early on it. Now we look at the setup for the Ray Texans. Christian Martinez gets the start on the mound for Orlando Ruiz's ball club. Darian Montoya now behind the plate calling the balls and strikes as we're underway here to start off the bottom half of the first inning. It's outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Rest of the setup here for the Ray Texans. Kevin Goss at first base. Lucas Dinajero at second. Miguel Leverett over at third base. That's a foul ball that goes back here. That's a 1-1 count. Shortstop Jack Bell. The outfield for the Texans. Nick Oliveira on left. Ryan Rodriguez in center. And Luis Morales out in right field. As Christian Martinez deals one. 1-1 count. That's inside for a strike and quickly goes ahead on the 1-2. And on deck, Nick Matridis, the right fielder. The last 4 meetings between Ray and Carroll, Corpus Christi Ray has won the last 3. Last time Carroll defeated Ray was in 2019, April 5th to be exact, the score of 3-1. So pitch was missing for a ball. Pitch on the way. Now with missing, now the count goes full to start things off here for Corpus Christi Carroll in the bottom half of the first inning. Martinez deals in that one just a bit too inside, and that's going to be a trip on down the first base as Chris Chavez, the leadoff hitter, will get on board, walking here in the bottom of the first inning. Now Nick Matridis set to get on board. Getting the start today in right field for the Carroll Tigers. Balls. Here Martinez deals a throwback to first on a pickoff attempt, not in time. Again, a good crowd on hand. It's always a fun time when these two teams face off. Of course, some of the more historic rivalries in 29-5A. It's Christian Martinez set to deliver. Pitch on the way, and this one ripped hard to left field, but it's going to land out in the left field seats. That's a 0-1 count after a foul ball by Nick Matridis. 0-1 count. Martinez set to throw, throws back to first on a pickoff attempt, not in time again. Carroll now toying with Christian Martinez after Chris Chavez gets on board walking. Now a runner set to go here. That's going to be a stolen base off the wild pitch. Now a runner moves up 90 feet here in the form of Chris Chavez. Okay, Nick Matridis batting .271 on the season. Evened up on a 1-1 count. Still taking a big lead off second. Here's the pitch. That one missing for a ball. 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on second here for the Carroll Tigers. Look to snap that undefeated streak of the Ray Texans 9-0 victory, or 9-0 lead, or 9-0 record, excuse me. The 2-1 count, pitch on the way. He's going to hold off. And of course, Ray 21-3, 9-0. Carroll 14-8, 8-2 in district. 2-1 count, pitch on the way. This one hit sharply down to right center. That's a chance for an RBI. Matridis will get on board with an RBI singles. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. And Nick Matridis gets it started off with the RBI single. We have a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. Nick Matridis gets it started off here for the Carroll Tigers. Bringing in Chris Chavez now from second base. This brings in Easton Hewitt, the third baseman. Look at the replay here presented by Josh Moody Loans in Harlingen, Texas. 2-1 count. Sharply hit ball down by Nick Matridis down to right center field. Nevertheless, that is a base hit. And the RBI as Martinez deals a strike. That's the 0-1 count. Oh, 0-1 count. Martinez fires. That one fouled back. Now the count quickly going 0-2. And we saw Devin Gutierrez for Carroll pick up a strikeout in the top of the first inning. And we Easton Hewitt here behind on the 0-2 count, seeing a strike and fouling one back. In Carroll in the home whites with the blue and navy blue trim. Ray in the road red and gray and white trim. 1-1 count, pitch on the way. This one chopped up over to the third baseman. It's the shortstop, Bell, who gets it to throw well up, and he's going to be ruled safe. Puts runners on first and second. Not a hard play as Miguel Everett and Jack Bell both going for it. Bell calls off Everett, and the throw a bit too high. Kevin Goss keeps it down, but still runners on first and second now as I'll go as an infield hit for Easton Hewitt. Now Carroll starting to make some noise in the bottom of the first inning, but still nobody out. This brings in Alex Flores, hitter number 4 in the order for the Carroll Tigers. The first baseman digging in. Lefty first baseman digging in for his first at bat. Pitch on the way. Inside for a strike. That's the 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. This one hit sharply down the left center. A chance for a base hit. Now the full house will be loaded up now for the Carroll Tigers as 3 straight hits here by Matridis, Hewitt, and Flores. Now quickly now the Carroll Tigers starting to make a statement and send a message to the Ray Texans. So 3 straight hits. The RBI single by Nick Matridis. Easton Hewitt collects a hit, and Alex Flores now follows in suit. Look at the replay here presented by Josh Moody Loans in Harlingen. On the 0-1 count, shoots one down the left center field. Now the Texans are starting to struggle early on as a hard pop-up down over to first base side. That's Kevin Goss trying to get it, loses it in the sun. That's going to be an 0-1 count now on Devin Gutierrez. Devin Gutierrez on the season coming in. Gutierrez picking up a strikeout early on in that top half of the first inning. It's a hard hit fly ball down the left center field. Giving chase now on it is Nick Talavera, and it Gonna fall short, and one run's gonna come in. Now a runner trying to push here to keep it a full house, and they get the tag at third, and he's safe at third. So one more run will come in, and Carroll's gonna take the lead. It's Devin Gutierrez. That's a sack fly out here for the RBI, and that Hanks runners on first and third. So runners on first and third here for the Carroll Tigers. Picking up 2 runs and 3 hits so far in this bottom half of the first inning. Evan Gutierrez, of course, flying out. That's out number 1 that falls in.
Left fielder number 3, E.J. Cantu.
So now E.J. Cantu, the left fielder, coming in. Here, Ray now falling behind quickly, 2-1 ball game here in the bottom half of the first inning. Runners on corners. Martinez set to deliver, and he's going to go ahead and hold off. Again, both runners taking big leads off first and third. E.J. Cantu currently batting .273 on the season. That pitch is just a bit outside for a ball. That's a 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes, 1 away. Martinez wheels and deals, and he's going to hold off. Again, runners still taking leads off first and third. And it's been a very productive bottom half of the first inning for the Carroll Tigers, picking up 2 runs. Martinez kicks and deals the 1-0 count. That one just downstairs. Now a 2-0 count early on E.J. Cantu, the left fielder. Count. Martinez awaits his sign, fires in the pitch. And that's inside for a strike, 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Again, E.J. Cantu in the season, batting .273 as he deals a pitch. That one going to be hit sharply to the first baseman, Kevin Goss. He's going to step on the bag. But one more run's going to come in, and Carroll now takes a 2-run lead. 3-1 here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Catcher number 12, Dave Paloma.
So a sac fly and a sac ground out brings in another run. That keeps a lone runner off at second base. It's that pitch downstairs for a ball. That's a 1-0 count. Martinez set the fire, pitch on the way. Inside for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Again, beautiful afternoon here at the ballpark. 82 degrees at Cavanagh Field. Had some softball action early on, and now baseball set to take over as the 1-1 count. This one popped up. Trying to give chase, and that's going to land in playable territory, and it goes foul. That's a 1-2 count. Again, Dave Paloma digging in for his first at bat. Hitter number 7 in the order. Dave Paloma batting .298 on the season. Currently set to go. 1-2 count. This one chopped up to the shortstop, Jack Bell. He's going to step into his throw. And Kevin Goss extends out. And Carroll picks up 3 runs and 3 hits here in the bottom of the first. They take a 3-1 lead. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live, and a pop-up to start things off. That one going down the right field. Matridis Sundered and reels it in, puts one away. And Darian Montoya flies out to start things off in the top of the second. The top of the first saw Ray picking up one run off the RBI ground out by Lucas Tinajero. Puts one away as this brings in Nick Talavera, the left fielder. So Montoya, Talavera, Aldrete, 6, 7, 8 the order here in the top of the second inning. That pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 count. Frankie Aldrete batting .327 on the season. 1-0 count, pitch on the way. This one fouled off down to the left field line that evens up the count at 1-1. And Devin Gutierrez back for inning number 2 of work. He picked up a strikeout off Jack Bell in the top of the first. There's the 1-1 count, pitch on the way. Now one gets a piece of Talavera. He's going to take a trip on down the first. So we see our first batter hit in the ball game, and that puts a runner on first with one away for the Ray Texans. Nick Talavera got hit by a pitch, of course. Talavera digs in. So again, Frankie Aldrete, who bats .327 on the season, hitter number 8 in the order. He's then playing DH here for Christian Martinez, and he fouls one back. Count goes, 0-1 count. 3 balls, one strike, no balls. It's Frankie Aldrete, and digging in for his first at bat here in the top of the second inning. Throw back to first on a pickoff attempt, not in time. So Montoya flew out to start off the top of the second to right field. Nick Matridis making the grab. The 0-1 count, well upstairs, not even up the count at 1-1. Ball, 1 strike, 1 away here. Runner on first in the top of the second inning. That one fouled back. Now the count goes 1-2 on Frankie Aldrete on deck. Hitter number 9 in the order, the right fielder Luis Morales. That's Ray trying to get something going. Comes the pitch on the way. That's inside. Strike 3 called. Out number 2. Strikeout number 2 for Devin Gutierrez as he gets Aldrete to go down looking, and that puts 2 away here in the top of the second inning. This brings in hitter number 9 in the lineup, Luis Morales. And good strikeout getting him out. This brings in Luis Morales. And the right fielder for the Ray Texans here, and a throw back to first, looking to pick off Nick Talavera. Morales batting .367 on the season. Devin Gutierrez awaiting a sign from De Palomo. He deals out the pitch well outside. That's going to be a ball, 1-0 count. And was looking to paint the high outside corner of the zone, just a bit too high. See on first base. Nick Talavera. Gutierrez set the deal. Throw back to first on another pickoff attempt, and he's back in time. And ever so more, they're close to picking him off. He just makes it back to the bag in time. One-0 count. Pitch a bit upstairs. That's a 2-0 count now to start things off for Luis Morales. And the wind blowing in from the north-northwest. That pitch downstairs. We're at the 3-0 count to start things off here. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 away. A runner on first for the Ray Texans here in the top half of the second inning. Gutierrez awaits his sign in the windup, kicks and deals. Inside for a strike. So Gutierrez not willing to let Morales go away that easily. He deals in a strike, a 3-1 count now. Palomo gives him his sign and he deals out the 3-1. This one fouled back and quickly now the count goes full. On the potential final hitter here with 2 away, Luis Morales, the right fielder. On deck, the lineup flips over. Leadoff hitter Ryan Rodriguez, who had a triple in the top of the first inning. Ready to count, pitch underway. Runner going to set to go. That's going to be fielded by Estrada to throw to first in time. Quick inning here. Carroll will leave a runner. Ray will leave a runner stranded on first. Not retire to the side. Going out to the bottom of the second after this. You're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Back here to Real Sports Live, bottom half of the second inning. Trey Estrada, Isaac Betez, and Chris Chavez the order here. 8-9-1 in the bottom of the second inning, and a bullet of a ball went down the left field line. That's foul. 0-1 count. So you saw Carroll pick up 3 runs and 3 hits in the bottom half of the first inning. Of course, Nick Petrides with the RBI, bringing in Chavez. 0-1 count. Hitch inside for a strike. Quickly now an 0-2 count on Trey Estrada, the shortstop. Estrada batting .268 on the season. And a hard hit ball down the right center and it finds the gap. Now it's going to roll its way to the warning track. Estrada now rounding first. He's going to try to go for 2, and he's going to go for 3 now as here comes the throw, and he's going to be waved off and held. And a huge triple to start things off in the form of Trey Estrada for the Carroll Tigers. Speaking earlier to Coach David Marcello prior to the game, he was saying that this game is a crucial win not only for the standings. Of course, Carroll sitting in at number 3, 8-2 in district, but to get that after losing in 14 innings, 2-1, it's just to get some closure in a sense, and they're holding on to that 3-1 lead, and a huge triple by Trey Estrada feeds the fire that the Carroll Tigers have been having so far in this matchup. As Isaac Bettis, hitter number 9 in the order, and a hard hit fly ball down to center field. That one's going to drop for a hit. Gets off the glove of Ryan Rodriguez. And another run's going to come in. And Carroll now takes a 3-run lead, 4-1 here in the bottom half of the second inning. Goes as an RBI for Isaac Bettis. And the hits continue on here for this Carroll Tigers squad. Christian Martinez trying to hold his composure on the mound. So lineup flips over. This brings in the center fielder, Chris Chavez, who walked in the bottom half of the first inning. The pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0 count. Of course, Corpus Christi Carroll punching their ticket as a number 4th seed. In 29-5-8, finished off 22-5-1, 8-8 in district last year. Lost to district rival Gregory Portland in the regional quarterfinals. This one chopped down to the second baseman, Dina Hedo, who turns it for 1 and the 2 in time. And they're going to say he got on board at first and trying to connect that 4-6-3.
Right fielder number 8.
But they do get out number 1, so the leadoff runner is hit down. Chris Chavez will get on board. Hedo connecting to Jack Bell there for the double play attempt. And that pitch wide and outside for a ball. 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. A runner on first for the Carroll Tigers in the form of Chris Chavez. Nick Matridis, the right fielder. RBI single in the bottom half of the first inning. Throw back to first on a pickoff attempt, not in time. And we've been seeing these pitchers toying with the runners at first, trying to get that pickoff. We saw it 4 times on Tuesday night against Westaco, where they kept on going back and forth, and there's another one now, and each time he was closer and closer and closer. Again, it was 4, I believe 5 straight times they tried to pick off the runner at first. Here is the 1-0 count. Matridis waiting, an RBI single, runner gonna go. It's gonna be ruled a foul ball. Count evens up at 1-1. On deck, Easton Hewitt. Again, Matridis on the season batting .271. That pitch outside for a ball. Now the count goes 2-1. A routine Saturday afternoon here at Cabinet Field during the springtime. As the 2-1 Tal Martinez is still looking for his first strikeout of the afternoon. He's already given up 4 runs and 5 hits as he deals in the 2-1. This one fouled back. Evens up the count at 2-2. Again, Easton Hewitt, third baseman on deck. Nick Matridis trying to stay alive on a 2-2 count. Not to cover Nick Matridis last year in that regional area round against Brownsville Porter. It was a very crazy day. That game was scheduled for 2 o'clock, but Mother Nature had some different plans. It was a rainstorm coming in as a throw back to first on a pickoff attempt. And the game's going to start at 2 o'clock. Then we pushed it back to 3. Now 3:30, and then 4, and then 5, and then they finally decided, hey, why don't we just pack our bags and go to play in La Villa? As this one popped up, that's going to be Kevin Goss giving chase, and it's going to fall down in foul territory into the stands, and the count goes 2-2. So, yeah, it was saying at 5:30, and they say, no, well, let's just push it back down to La Villa because it was, of course, La Villa 2A team has artificial turf, and field was dried up after a huge rainstorm came in that day, and they finally got to plate, and we saw Nick Matridis collect 4 strikeouts in that matchup against Brownsville Porter. As a hard pop-up down to center field, giving chase on it is Ryan Rodriguez, and he tracks it down and reels it in for out number 2. So Nick Matridis will now go 1 for 2 on the afternoon as he flies out in his second at bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Now coming in the third baseman, Easton Hewitt. Easton Hewitt, one of the higher batting averages here on this team, 403 on the season. Digging in, he's 1 for 1. He singled. He was part of that hit parade by Matridis, Hewitt, and Flores, all collecting 3 consecutive hits in that bottom half of the first inning, while Christian Martinez here trying to get something going defensively. Hitch on the way. That one skips off the turf. A throw back to first on a pickoff, not in time. It's a 1-0 count now on the third baseman, Easton Hewitt. Coming up next, our third and final game of our triple header. We're going to have Corpus Christi veterans take on Gregory Portland. Of course, the standings in 29-5A. Ray, Vets, Carroll, and Moody the order. That pitch is a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. Ray, Vets, Carroll, Moody. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the postseason started today. These 4 teams will be representing 29-5A. It's a hard hit fly ball down the right center field. That one finds its way for a base hit. Rounding third is going to come in. And a huge stand-up double. Corpus Christi Carroll collects 1 more run. That's an RBI by Easton Hewitt. So an RBI double, and it makes it a 4-run game, 5-1 here. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Carroll Tigers. Now a timeout on the field as head coach Orlando Ruiz coming out. We're going to step away for a few moments. Due up now, Alex Flores, the first baseman after this. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
High school cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live. So once again, now Lucas Tinajero now on the mound. Christian Martinez's night is done. He's going to finish off with 5 runs allowed and 6 hits allowed. Starts things off with a strike. Tina Hedl now on board. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1 count. And Lucas Tina Hedl now on the mound. One count on first base. Now Alex Flores 1-for-1, single in the bottom of the first inning. And he gets called on a strike, 1-2 count. Ball, 2 strikes. On 2 count, Tina Hedl deals. This one rocketed hard down the left field line. It's going to land on a platform out there. Got some camera operators on there. One, 2 count, pitch on the way, well outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Alex Flores singling in the bottom half of the first inning. Runner on second, pitch on the way. This one hit down the left field. That's a chance for a base hit. Runner rounding third. And another RBI coming in for the Carroll Tigers. Easton Hewitt comes in to score from second. Alex Flores collects his RBI single. As the hitting rally continues now for the Carroll Tigers, leaving a runner at first. The former first baseman Alex Flores. Now Devin Gutierrez coming in. Devin Gutierrez 0-for-1, but he had the RBI on a sac flyout. Hedl fires one. This one rocketed down the right field. That's Morales giving chase, and he's going to be reeled in by the second baseman. So that third out falls in, but Carroll picks up 2 more runs, make it a 5-1 ball game after 2 innings of baseball. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts.
Back here at Real Sports Live, top of the second, Ryan Rodriguez, Jack Bell, Lucas Tina Hedl of the order, 1-2-3 to start things off in the top half of the third inning. We're back underway. He's outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Corpus Christi Ray yet to get something going. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Carroll, 6 runs, 7 hits. Pitches inside for a strike. Devin Gutierrez back on the mound. Cut 2 strikeouts in the first and 1 in the second inning. He deals in a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Kicks and deals, 1-1 on the way. This one hit hard down the left field, giving chase on his EJ Gantu. Shifts a bit to the left and reels it in for out number 1. Ryan Rodriguez will go 1 for 2 with the fly out in the top of the third innings. That puts one away. Again, good play right there by left fielder E.J. Gantu. Again, the infield for the Carroll Tigers. Alex Flores at first. Isaac Bettis at second. Easton Hewitt at third. Trey Estrada over at short. Gantu in left. Chavez in center. And this one launched foul. Count goes 0-1. Chris Chavez in center. Nick Matrides in right field. Devin Gutierrez on the mound. Dave Paloma behind the plate. 0-1 count, one away. Gutierrez kicks and deals. Just a bit outside looking to find the zone. Evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the top half of the third inning. It's been a great day for baseball here at Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Estrada steps into his throw a bit too high and kept down. What a great play by the first baseman, Alex Flores. Textbook fielding right there as they get the 6-3 connection. He kept it down. Look at the replay here presented by Josh Moody Loans in Harlingen. Hard chopper over down to the shortstop. Trey Estrada gets it and the throw to first. In time, a full stretch upstairs as Alex Flores brings it down to put 2 away. The pitch on the way here to Lucas Tina ahead on. He fouls one back as the count go 0-1. Again, here from the press box, you have a sea of blue and a sea of red. It's always a fun time here when these two teams face off. But when any of the Fabulous Five face off. Of course, you have the Carroll Tigers, the Ray Texans, Moody Trojans, King Mustangs, the Veterans Memorial Eagles. The Eagles will be in action after this one against Gregory Portland. It's the 0-1 count. This one popped up to center field, getting a read on it is Chavez. He chases it down and reels it in. Quick 1-2-3 inning here of 2 flyouts and a ground out. So we go to the bottom half of the third after this. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something...
Back here to Real Sports Live, we start things off with the ball. It's a 1-0 count. Go here to the bottom half of the third inning. This one launched foul down the right field line. Now quickly the count evens up at 1-1. Again, Gantu, Palomo, Estrada, 6, 7, 8 the order here in the bottom half of the third inning. Again, the defensive setup now. Lucas Tinajero now pitching. Miguel Everett goes down to second. Dylan Casada now at third base. The 1-1 count. Pitch well and outside. That's a 2-1 count. Again, Carroll has been on the warpath so far in this matchup. 2-1 count. This one hit hard and goes foul off the right field line again. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom half of the third inning, we thank you for tuning into the broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. Saturday afternoon baseball, 29-5A. Corpus Christi Classic, Carroll versus Ray. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. Two count. Tinajero waits his sign from Montoya as he deals out. Pitch on the way. This one fouled back down behind the left field grandstand. Count evens up and remains at 2-2. Again, it's been a very interesting game here. We saw Carroll and Ray, but you can have your best bats, you can have your best hits, and you can still lose the game. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Lucas Tinajero picks up his first strikeout and puts one away here in the bottom half of the third inning. That's the first Carroll Tiger to strike out all ball game. And Lucas Tinajero coming in the bottom half of the second inning in relief. Puts one away as this brings in De Palomo. The backstop grounded out in the bottom half of the first inning, 0 for 1. Sees the ball to start off his second at bat. 1-0 count. Again, Carroll holding on to a 6-1 lead. It's a hard hit fly ball down the right field. That's Morales giving chase, and it sails over his head. As Palomo now rounding first. He's going to stay put in a stand-up double for the catcher. De Palomo gets on board with a hard hit. Victory player presented by Josh Moody Loans. It's a courtesy runner coming in.
Courtesy runner at second base number 23, Ben Cruz.
Number 23, we'll get you his name in a few moments, folks.
Shortstop number 6, Trey Estrada.
Again, that's Ben Cruz. Now currently courtesy running at second is Trey Estrada, the shortstop, coming in. He had a huge triple in his opening at bat in the bottom half of the second inning. Tinajero fires. Now inside for a strike, 0-1 count. Again, a great crowd here. On this beautiful facility that doesn't look a day over 5 years old, Cavernous Athletic Complex here in Corpus Christi. One of the more beautiful sites to play some baseball at. 0-1 count. This one found down the right field line. Now quickly the 0-2 count. Yeah, well, it wasn't always like this, folks. Of course, back in the day, this was all turf and all dirt and grass. And the outfield wall was a little farther back than it normally is now. It was up to the Saratoga Boulevard. The 0-2 count. Swinging at a drop strike, and that's going to be a throw to first and strike out. Number 2 here for Lucas Tinajero's out. Number 2 falls in, but the runner moves up 90 feet to third.
Second baseman number 10, Isaac Bettis.
So Estrada goes down here on a drop strike. Tinajero picks up his second strikeout of the afternoon. Again, the runner now at third base in the form of De Palomo. Pitch missing for a ball. It's a 1-0 count to start things off for Isaac Bettis, the second base, and Bettis did some damage. An RBI single in the bottom half of the second. Of course, 6-1 lead here. 8 hits for the Carroll Tigers. It's a hard hit ball, and it's lined and caught by Kevin Goss, the first baseman. So Carroll picks up a hit, and they leave a runner stranded on third. As we go to the top of the fourth, they hold on to that 5-run lead, 6-1. Due up now for the Ray Texans after this will be Miguel Everett, Kevin Goss, Darian Montoya, the heart of the lineup. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
To have the vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Back in your Real Sports Live, starting off with the ball now. 4-5-6 the order in the top of the fourth. We have Miguel Everett, Kevin Goss, and Darian Montoya. Everett 1 for 1 with the single in the top of the first inning. And Ray now needing to get on the high horse is a hard hit fly ball down the right field, sailing over the head, and it's gone! Solo home run, Miguel Everett, and that's what the doctor orders for the Ray Texans. A huge solo home run down the right field. As he takes the long trot around the diamond. Take a look at the replay here, presented by Roy Gonzalez, Josh Moody Loans, and hearing it off the bat, Matridis giving chase, and that one just holds off because that one was gone, folks. Again, big home run, and that cuts it down to a 4-run lead, and Miguel Everett now may be the form of light that the Ray Texans need through this dark storm. 1-0 count. Here's this brings us down to Kevin Goss. First baseman had a heck of a play, catching a line drive that retired the side in the bottom half of the third inning. Go 1-0 count to start things off on Kevin Goss. Goss grounding out to the shortstop in the top half of the first inning. Swings and misses, and that quickly evens up the count at 1-1. So now the morale slightly boosted up a bit after that home run, and goes the straightaway here from home plate to dead center, 394. Down the line, 319 and left, 318 and right. Is a hard hit fly ball. That one gonna go in foul territory. So the Carroll Tiger faithful holding their breath once again as that goes to 1-2 count. So again, dimensions here at Cabinets, 394 dead center. Left field line 319, right field line 318. So 1-2 count sitting in now on Kevin Goss. Evan Gutierrez deals in the 1-2. Just a bit upstairs as Kevin Goss is looking to check swing, but he holds off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. That pitch missing. That's a full count now sitting in on Kevin Goss. That's going to be a walk.
Catcher number 19, Darian Montoya.
So runner on first now is Darian Montoya will come on board, and Kevin Goss will take a trot on down to first base on a full count. So Darian Montoya comes in to hit here, 0 for 1 with the fly out in the top half of the second inning. He was part of that quick, well, not so quick, a little lengthy one. Pitch gets past Balomo. He's going to pick it up, and no play will be made. As Kevin Goss moves on down to second base. And now another run in scoring position here is now Ray starting to make some noise. Here in the top of the fourth, the runner on second, nobody out, a 1-0 count on Darian Montoya. And Montoya, the backstop for the Ray Texans. Again, the Carroll setup. Florida's at first, Bettis at second, Hewitt at third, Estrada at short. Tritt in right, Chavez in center, Gantu in left. And a hard hit fly ball going to take it off the hop by Estrada to throw off to first, and it's going to be bobbled and held onto, but it's going to be a base hit. Unless they rule it an error. And it's going to be ruled an error, so Darian Montoya will get on board off the error. And that puts runners on first and second.
Base number 7, Jack Spence. Left fielder number 9, Nick.
As Jack Spence now will be courtesy running off at first base. Here, Nick D'Olivetta, the left fielder, now coming in, gets a show and bunt. That's a strike. And Nick D'Olivetta, one of the more premier players here in 29-5, and he tries to place another bunt, but goes down the line. And Nick D'Olivetta known to be one of the more efficient bunters here on this Ray Texan squad. Steve bunts one back. That's an 0-2 count after a show and bunt resulting in the strike early on in the top half of the fourth inning. D'Olivetta was hit by a pitch his last time up in the top half of the second inning. Here now in the top of the fourth, the Texans looking to get something going. Runners on first and second, nobody out. As Ray now looking to get on their high horse. They do have a lot of ground to cover, still down by 4 runs, but pitch on the way. Went just a bit too low. It's a ball 1-2 count now on Nick D'Olivetta. One ball, 2 strikes, runners on first and second, pitch on the way. This one hits sharply down, and it finds the gap in left and center. Now loads up a full house here for the Ray Texans as they pick up a hit off Nick D'Olivetta. And now the bases will load up here for the Ray Texans. And now a little cause of concern starting to build up for the Carroll Tigers. The skipper David Marcello now going to come out onto the mound to have a quick meeting. When we return, we'll take a timeout up here. Frankie Aldrete, the DH, will come up with the bases loaded, nobody out. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Back here to Real Sports Live, top of the fourth inning, bases loaded. Coach Marcello coming out to have a little word of encouragement with the starting pitcher, Devin Gutierrez. And a hard pop-up down the right field. That's Matridis going to try to get the ball, and runner tagging up from third. Here comes the throw, and they're going to keep him at bay. And Kevin Goss will come in and score off the tag up, and a sac fly pays off for Frankie Aldrete as the Carroll Tigers get that first out they desperately needed. The Rays slowly creeping their way down. They cut it down to a 3-run lead. Swing and a miss for a strike as Luis Morales now coming in to hit. Hitter number 9, 0 for 1 with the ground out in the top of the second inning. Runners on first and second here for the Ray Texans. 0-1 count. Gutierrez still on the mound. Trying to show some poise, trying to regain some composure, but allowing a home run and another run to come in and some hits to come in. That one fouled back. It's now a 0-2 count, quickly sitting in on Luis Morales. Again, Morales grounding out in the top of the second inning. Pitch on the way, 0-2 count. This one hits sharply and just sneaks out foul. As the crowd sigh tells the story. Everyone holding their breath. That ball just hugging down the right field line, but creeps off foul. It's now a 0-2 count with one away. Pitch on the way by Gutierrez. That one just a bit too inside. Dead center, but just a bit too inside. Looking to paint the bullseye on the strike zone. The 1-2 count. Gutierrez kicks and deals. Pitch on the way. Just a bit upstairs. Now even up the count at 2-2 as we had Luis Morales here again 0 for 1 on the ground now as Devin Gutierrez tried to paint the top shelf of the zone. Just a bit too upstairs as he's set to go once again. Deals in the 2-2. This one hammered down the left field line foul. So Luis Morales, despite being 0 for 1, continues the battle in his second at bat here in the top of the fourth. Again, knowing what's at stake as the Ray Texans getting a rally going. Right fielder Luis Morales, hitter number 9 in the order on deck. The top of the lineup, Ryan Rodriguez, the center fielder. 2 balls, 2 strikes now sitting in on Luis Morales. Gutierrez awaits his sign from Palomo. And he gets it, sets up into the windup. Delivery here, 2-2 on the way. Just a bit upstairs. Now the count will go full on the right fielder, Luis Morales, who battled and now holds on. And now some drama starting to unfold here. A chance for Ray to load the bases up once again. Pitch on the way. This one it's sharply down the left field line and creeps off foul. And so the drama continuing to build and build. And have our outfield count set up at the left field grandstand. Read 2 count, pitch on the way. This one hammered hard down the left field and it's just gonna go foul. Would have tied the ball game up right there with that potential 3-run home run. That one had some pop in it. And now the count will remain full here for Corpus Christi Ray. In the form of Luis Morales on hitter number 9 in the order. And as Devin Gutierrez trying to close out this at-bat and trying to get out number 2. Pick up his 3rd strikeout. Deals in a pitch. That one drops downstairs and Luis Morales will take a trip on down to first, now load him up. The bases load up once again here for the Ray Texans, and here comes Ryan Rodriguez, who did some damage in the top of the first. He had a triple, and he flew out in the top of the 3rd, but still, you have a heavy hitter like Ryan Rodriguez coming in to hit with the bases loaded. That just adds fuel to the fire. It's like putting gasoline next to a lit match. Pitch on the way. This one hammered hard down the right center field, giving chases Matridis. Yeah, and he reels it in, and a runner will tag up. Now 2 runners are going to try to throw. Here comes the throw, not in time. 2 runs come in off the sac fly. And not an easy play to make there by Nick Matridis. He had to stretch out for full extension. Chris Chavez also coming in hot. Matridis calls him off. So show you the replay here now, and it's a 6-5 ball game. And a hard hit ball.
Shortstop, number 1, Jack Bell.
And so out number 2 falls, but then the sac fly by Ryan Rodriguez brings in 2 runs. That leaves a lone runner at second base. Pitches dealt in. Pitch inside for a strike. This one hits sharply down the left center field. That's back at the wall, and it's off the wall. 1 run's gonna come in. RBI double, and we're tied at Cavanis. Shortstop Jack Bell does the honors, and he gets to RBI double to tie the ball game up, and just like that, a brand new ball game here
Pitcher number 3, Lucas Tinajero.
Lucas Tinajero will come out on board. And Jack Bell, who's also 0 for 2 on the night, makes up big with a huge RBI double, the game-tying RBI double. As Lucas Tinajero comes in, he picked up a few strikeouts in the bottom half of the third inning. As that pitch is dealt for a ball, 1-0 count. Lucas Tinajero had an RBI sac ground down in the top of the first, and he flew out in the top of the third as he digs in for his third at-bat of the evening. This one fouled off. Now the count even up at 1-1. Go pitch on the way. That one skips off Palomo. Now a runner will move up 90 feet. And now the leading run 90 feet away at third. Lucas Tinajero ahead on the 2-1 count. This Raid Texan squad quickly turning things around. After falling through the ringer, and it was a home run by Everett who sparks it. We nearly come full circle in the order. Pitch is downstairs, a 3-1 count now on Lucas Tinajero. Getting on deck, Miguel Everett, and then we have gone full circle in the lineup. Everett hit a home run earlier to start things off in the top of the fourth inning. And it's been a nightmarish inning for Carroll. This one hit down the left field line, goes foul. Now the count will fill up, 3-2. Carroll looking to get something going. 3-2 pitch on the way. This one into the third baseman. Hewitt steps into his throw, and it goes in time. But the score tells the story here. Ray ties it up. There's an RBI, 2 sac fly. Jack Bell brings an RBI in. Another sac fly by Frankie Aldrete. And the icing on the cake, Miguel Everett picks up a solo home run. As we go to the bottom of the fourth after this. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Ray. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Carroll. We're watching Real Sports Live, bottom of the fourth after this.
Come on down to Staples Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staples Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staples Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staples Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School.
Here at Real Sports Live, we're taking out of the bottom half of the fourth inning. Corpus Christi Carroll now having to hold off and try to get something going after getting the lead. Isaac Bettis set to lead things off. That's a ball now, and 2 straight balls being dealt in now for Chris Chavez. We're going to go to the top of the order, excuse me. Your 3-0 count now dealt in as inside for a strike. Still Tinajero not willing to let Chavez go away that easily. Chavez, Matridis, Hewitt, the order 1, 2, 3. And a hard hit fly ball out down left field, and it's going to drop in foul territory. It's a 3-2 count now sitting in. Tinajero here looking to keep this inning going. We're going to get out number 1 as he deals one in a check swing, and that's going to be high and upstairs. That's going to be a walk as Chris Chavez will have his second walk of the afternoon as he takes a troll on down to first base. A trot on down to first.
Number 8, Nick Matridis.
Springs in Nick Matridis. A right fielder currently 1 for 2, an RBI single, and then a fly out in the bottom of the second inning. Digging in for his third at-bat of the evening. Pitch on the way. This one hit sharply down the left center field, and diving grab! Diving grab by the left fielder, Nick Talavera, and he gets it done on offense and on defense, robbing a hit from Nick Matridis.
Third baseman, number 19,
And Matridis will now go 1 for 3 with the fly out as a diving grab. Matridis coming in, take a look at the replay here presented by Josh Mooney Loans in Harlingen as Easton Hewitt set the dig in here with 1 away. Again, the diving grab made by Easton Hewitt. Pitch inside for a strikeout, or by Nick Talavera, excuse me. Easton Hewitt now coming in. Hewitt 2 for 2. Single in the bottom of the first, RBI double in the bottom of the second inning. Throw back to first on a pickoff attempt, not in time. And now it could be anybody's game. Runner gonna go, a hard hit fly ball down to center field. That's Rodriguez tracking it, and he reels it in. Runner going back to first. He'll make it in time safely. Kevin Goss having an outstretch there, and the fly ball reeled in off Easton Hewitt. Good play there by Ryan Rodriguez in center field.
First baseman, number 27,
As that puts 2 away here. As the first baseman, Alex Flores, comes in the same boat as Easton Hewitt. Flores perfect on the day. Single in the bottom of the first. RBI single in the bottom of the second inning.
batting number 24, Jake Cruz.
It's now Jake Cruz coming in to hit. And that gets a piece of Cruz, and he'll take a trip on down to first base.
Pitcher number 7, Devin Gutierrez.
And so runners on first and second as Devin Gutierrez will now come on board. First and second, 2 away. Devin Gutierrez comes on board. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Great stop there by Darian Montoya. Who's hit by a pitch a few moments ago is the 1-0 count. Pitch downstairs, and then went into the turf. 2-0 count now sitting on Devin Gutierrez. Gutierrez 0 for 2 out of RBI sac fly, and then he flew out in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-0 count, pitch on the way. This one shot back over to the mound. Tinajero gets under it. The throw to first in time. Carroll will put runners on first and second, but Ray makes quick work of it as we go now to the top of the 5th in a tie ball game at Cavaniss. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Real Sports Live!
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit.
All right, get a Real Sports Live. Top of the 5th inning, Miguel Everett due up, and you'll see a ball to start off his third at bat. 2 for 2, including the home run in the top of the 4th inning to spark the comeback. Tying the game up is a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. Inside for a strike, evens up at 1-1. Everett, Goss, and Montoya, the heart of the lineup, 4-5-6 the order. It's the 1-1 count now. Sitting in, Gutierrez back on the mound. Pitch on the way. This one fouled off down the right field line. And Devin Gutierrez has picked up 2 strikeouts. Has allowed 6 runs and 5 hits, including the home run. So 1-2 count now. Miguel Everett again, 2 for 2 on the day. And Everett now playing second base. Dylan Quezada now playing over at third. So Everett got the start here on a 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Just a bit outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Again, thank you for tuning into the broadcast here on Real Sports Live. Cavness Field, Saturday afternoon baseball. Carroll and Ray, 6-6 ball game. That one well upstairs. Now the count will go full 3-2. On deck, Kevin Goss, the first baseman. Goss round down the top of the first, walked in the top half of the 4th inning. The pitch on the way. This one hits sharply down to center field. Going back on it now is Chavez, and he steps into the throw and he'll reel it in. Put one away.
First baseman number 14, Kevin Goss.
Miguel Everett will fly out. That'll end his perfect day at the plate. He'll go 2 for 3 with a fly out. And 1 away as this brings in Kevin Goss. Look at the replay presented by South Padre Island. Find your trip at SoPadre.com. Hard hit fly ball. That one reeled in by Chris Chavez, who had to go quite a ways back. That pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 count. So this brings in Kevin Goss, the first baseman. Ground out in the top of the first. Walked in the top of the 4th inning. It's a hard hit fly ball to center field. That's going to be Chavez giving chase once again, and that's going to be taking a hop off the wall. It's a long throw here. There's a chance to pick him off, and he's caught in a rundown. Left fielder losing the ball. The short stop losing the ball. That was Trey Estrada who tried to throw it back to third, but on the exchange out of his glove, drops the ball. That's hit number 6 of the ball game for the Ray Texans.
Pitch running at second base, number 2, Jameson Galvan.
Jameson Galvan now pitch running for Kevin Goss over at second base. And a good placed hit here by Kevin Goss. Darren Montoya digging in. Montoya flew out in the top of the second, got on first off an error in the top of the 4th inning. This one hit here to Estrada, who steps into his throw to first. Perfectly executed in time, puts 2 away. A 6-3 connection to get out number 2. Montoya will ground out as this brings in the left fielder, Nick Dalvedo, had a heck of a grab in the bottom half of the fourth inning. A diving catch out and left. Back here in the top of the fifth inning. Pitch missing for a ball. That's a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Runner on second base and form Kevin Goss. 2 pitches, 2 inside. That's a 2-0 count to start things off for Nick Dalveda. Dalveda hit by a pitch in the top of the second and singled in the top of the fourth. Again, diving catch out in the bottom half of the fourth. He shoots one foul down the left field line. And the count will go 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Tierras kicks in, deals. Dalveda fouls it back to the screen. 2-2 count, and now what my dad likes to call La Cuenta dos Tres Patos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, resembling 2 ducks, 3 ducks floating in a river. Again, 2's cubed on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nick Dalveda here, the potential final strike as he waits the 2-2. This one hit sharply down in the gap at right center, giving chase is Matridis, and it gets over his glove. 1 run's going to come in, and Dalveda rounding second. He's going to go for 3, and a huge RBI triple for the left fielder. And good things come to those who wait as Corpus Christi Ray takes the lead once again. They last led in the top of the first inning, and thanks to Nick Dalveda, gets the RBI triple for the lead. Take a look at the replay here, presented by Roy Gonzalez. Joshua deals a hard hit fly ball. Matridis was giving chase and it sailed over his glove. We go now here with the runner on third base. This brings in Frankie Aldrete, the DH. That one skips off to third. Good stop by Dave Palomo's a 1-0 count. And Frankie Aldrete, 0 for 2, including the RBI sac fly in the top of the fourth inning. No count, pitch downstairs. That's a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. Runner on third. Again, huge play by Nick Dalveda. RBI triple gives Ray the lead. 7 runs, 7 hits. No errors for Ray. 6 runs on 8 hits and 1 error for the Carroll Tigers. 2-0 count, pitch on the way. This one hit sharply over to Estrada, who's going to step into the throw, and it comes in time, but Nick Dalveda provides the lead for the Ray Texans. They hold on to a 7-6 lead. We go down to the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up here, EJ Cantu, Dave Palomo, and Trey Estrada. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, Excellence is our tradition.
Get a Real Sports Live and a base hit up the middle by the leadoff hitter. EJ Cantu gets on board and starts it off in a base hit here. EJ Cantu will start things off here. Again, welcome back to the broadcast here on Real Sports Live. I'm coming to you from Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi, Texas. 7-6 lead for Ray, getting it off the RBI triple by Nick Dalavetta on the top of the 5th inning. With a runner on first, and we welcome you back to the broadcast. And good crowd on hand for this one on Cabinets Field. Shown bunt, it's going to be a strike. Again, EJ Cantu giving the Carroll Tigers their 9th hit, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Carroll. Over for Ray, 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors. The 0-1 count, now the bunt going to be popped up, and it's reeled in. And caught out, so the bunt moves up the runners. Now puts one away early on in the bottom of the 5th. It was a chopper off the turf, and it takes a high bounce, and the hitter reels it in, gets the throw off the first in time. Nevertheless, the runners move up 90 feet as this brings in Trey Estrada, the shortstop. Hitter number 8 in this order. One away here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Estrada coming in 1 for 2, a triple in the bottom of the 2nd. Struck out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it was that very productive top of the 4th that saw 5 runs come in here for the Ray Texans to tie the ball game up. Then they get the 6th run, or the 7th run, excuse me, to take the lead in the top half of the 5th. Trey Estrada digs in for at-bat number 3. Tinajero fires. That one's inside for a strike, 0-1 count. Okay, now it feels like spring in April. Temperature 87 degrees, clear skies, a slight breeze coming in. Of course, baseball fever has gripped Texas. Of course, you're in the Coastal Bend. Opening day for minor league baseball on Thursday night as a infield pop-up, and that's Tinajero who gets under and reels it in, puts 2 away. Lucas Tinajero on the grab. It's the flyout that puts 2 outs. The runner on second for the Carroll Tigers. As this gives us hitter number 9 in the order, Isaac Bettis, the second baseman. RBI single in the bottom of the 2nd inning, lined out in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Digs in here again, 2 away. Runner on second base in the form of EJ Cantu. Tinajero fires the pitch. That one just a bit too inside, 1-0 count. On ball, no strikes, 2 away. I was saying baseball has officially gripped Texas across, well, the country. Of course, the opening day for the MLB and minor league baseball both on Thursday. That pitch is just outside for a ball. That's a 2-0 count. Handle certainly bolted that one up. Tended to find the top part of the zone and ground it upstairs. 2-0 count. Handle fires. Inside for a strike. Now a 2-1 count sitting on Isaac Bettis. The ball is 1 strike, 2 away. Runner on second base. Pitch on the way. This one chopped off. Great grab there by David Marcello. Gets it off the 1 hop. Always fun to see coaches get on the action. And a common little favorite to see when foul ball goes towards the coach's sides. 2-2 count, pitch on the way. This one chopped up down the middle. That's Bell who reels it in. The throw to first in time. Good reel by Kevin Goss. Kevin Goss had to get down and dirty in the turf, but he reels it in. And even greater play by Jack Bell. Let's show you the replay here presented by Josh Moody Loans in Harlingen. A perfectly executed play, so Carroll will pick up a hit. They'll leave a runner stranded on second. Good play there by Jack Bell. He just gets the throw off, and a good stretch there by Kevin Goss at first. We go to the top of the 6th. Again, Carroll picks up a hit and leaves a runner stranded on second. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. That's Your hometown sporting goods store since 76. Murrah Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Top half of the sixth inning. Ray Texans set to kick things off. That's Luis Morales.
The Texans right fielder, number 6, Luis Morales.
A hard hit foul ball goes back. That's an 0-1 count. So Morales, Rodriguez, Bell, 9-1-2 the order here in the top of the sixth inning. New pitcher in for the Carroll Tigers. That's Isaac Bettis, who now comes in relief. Devin Gutierrez finishes off with 2 strikeouts, 7 runs allowed, and 7 hits allowed. Inside. One ball evens up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Start things off here in the top half of the sixth inning for our second game. Coming up next, we have Corpus Christi Vets take on Gregory Portland. 1-1 count, pitch on the way, well upstairs. That's a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Now a 3-1 count sitting in. It's a hard hit, pop up down to first baseman. Florida is giving chase, and he makes the grab. Had to do a little bit of a twist and turn to try to reel it in foul territory, but nevertheless, out number 1 falls. As Morales will fly out in foul territory down and right. Good grab by the first baseman, Alex Flores. So we go now to the top of the lineup, Ryan Rodriguez. The center fielder here has triple, a fly out, and then the 2 RBI sac fly in the top of the 4th inning. 1 away comes in. Pitch on the way. Inside for a strike. Good place pitch there by Isaac Bettis. And came in to relieve here for Devin Gutierrez, who finished off with 2 strikeouts, allowing 7 runs and 7 hits through 5 innings of work. Pitch on the way. Now a bunt being placed. Going to be read perfectly by the third baseman. A throw in time. And Devin Gutierrez now at the third base, making a great grab. So the replay here presented by Roy Gonzalez. Joshua Leone's good play there by Gutierrez. He reels it in. That puts 2 away quickly here in the top half of the 6th inning. Now as this brings in Jack Bell, the shortstop. Pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 count. And 2 quick outs falling here again. 9-1-2 was the order. Morales, Rodriguez, and Bell. It's a big swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Pitch on the way. That one downstairs. That's a 2-1 count to start things off here for Jack Bell. Again, Jack Bell 1 for 3. Strike out in the top of the 1st. Ground out in the top of the 3rd inning. Of course, had the RBI double in the top of the 4th as the 2-1 count. It's just a bit outside. It's a 3-1 count now sitting in on the shortstop, Jack Bell. On deck, Lucas Tinajero. (3-1) pitch on the way. Well inside. Jack Bell will take a trip on down to first base.
Pitcher number 3, Lucas Tinajero.
So it'll be no 1-2-3 inning as Lucas Tinajero comes on board here to dig in for his 4th at bat. That's Tinajero trying to get something going, trying to keep this rally alive for Ray. Taking the lead here in the top of the 5th inning. That pitch going outside, low and outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Again, Tinajero. Sacrifice ground out to get a run in the top of the 1st. And he flew out and ground out in the top of the 3rd and the top of the 4th. It's a 1-0 count. Here's a throwback to first on a pickoff to try to get Jack Bell. Aspedes kicks and deals, 1-0 count, a hard hit ball down the left field. That drops for a base hit on the grab there. It's gone through. Here comes the throw off the 3rd. A huge single there for Lucas Tinajero. That puts runners on 1st and 2nd for the Ray Texans.
Second baseman number 16, Miguel Everett.
It's now Miguel Everett coming in on board. Miguel Everett, again, currently 2 for 3, a single, a home run, and a fly out in the top of the 5th. One good crack at the bat can ensure this victory. And of course, with baseball, nothing is over. It's nothing is sure, nothing is certain to the final out. Baseball, as referred to as the king of all sports. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Espeda is set to wind up and he deals in. Inside for a strike, 0-1 count. Again, Everett 2 for 3, a single, a home run, and a fly out in that order. His home run got the rally started in the top of the 4th inning. That very productive inning that saw those 5 runs come in and they tacked on 1 more in the top of the 5th. As the 0-1 count, well upstairs, and it evens up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Miguel Everett trying to bring in some more insurance runs to secure this possible win to go 10-0 in district. And Isaac Bettis keeping his eye on 1st and 2nd. Having to worry about 2 runners taking big leads off. Now Paloma going to come out. Have a quick word with Isaac Bettis. Little words of encouragement to try to keep him in this. Telling him, hey, you're almost there, just 1 more out. You can get Carroll out of trouble. And we've seen Carroll get out of the jam before. Ray has gone out of the jam plenty of times as well. As the 1-1 count. Bettis set the step in while Everett digs back in. Lefty second baseman. Bettis kicks and deals. 1-1 on the way. Well upstairs. Now he goes ahead on a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. Big 2-1 count with 2 away. Bettis shoots one inside. That one just missing, and now a 3-1 count sitting in on Miguel Everett. Of course, 3-1, one of the most infamous numbers in sports. Took claim here to the Indians in the Cleveland Guardians, giving up the 3-1 lead for the Cubs to win their first World Series since 1908 as a strike dealt in there by Bettis. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and now a full count in. A little bit of a dramatic scenario. Full count with the final potential out coming in loom. Now runners are going to look like they're going to be looking to take off with this next pitch, as here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Ball 4, and that's going to load him up for Ray. Ray Texans will now have a full house.
First baseman number 14, Kevin Goss.
This brings in Kevin Goss, so Miguel Everett will take the walk. Kevin Goss comes in on board. Kevin Goss knows a thing or two about walking. He walked on balls in the top of the 4th inning, singled in the top of the 5th, and he started off his day with the ground out in the top of the 1st as he saw the infield there coming in. Have some words of encouragement with Isaac Bettis and trying to will him through this final inning with 2 away on top of the 6th. Isaac Bettis delivers, pitch on the way. Well upstairs, brought down by Paloma. That's a 1-0 count. Lee Yeager just walked into the press box. His Eagles will be in action after this one against Gregory Portland. The 1-0 count. That one just missing. 2-0 count now sitting in here for Kevin Goss. And Lee Yeager affectionately calls District 29 5A Murderers Row. So you have some of the biggest and baddest teams. Of course, Ray, Carroll, Vets, Moody. All 4 of those teams in postseason contention at the moment is a 2-0 count. That one well outside and a 3-0 count. Now Paloma trying to get some words of encouragement for Isaac Bettis, who's having somewhat of a bit of struggle so far in his opening inning, the top of the 6th. 3-0 count. Bettis deals. It's inside for a strike, and Goss was looking already to take the trip on down the 1st, and Isaac Bettis needs to be careful. It can be a 2-run game if another walk happens. Deals in the 3-1. This one hits sharply down to center field. Going back on it is Chavez, and he reels it in. So Isaac Bettis managed to get the Carroll Tigers out of the jam. Corpus Christi Ray loads up the bases here. We go to the bottom of the 6th after this. You're watching Real Sports Live.
High school cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staples Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staples Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staples Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staples Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Lead has relationships.
Back here to Real Sports Live, 7-6 game, bottom of the sixth. Chavez, Matridis, Hewitt, the order 1, 2, 3, the top of the lineup to start things off as first pitch missing for a ball. Tinajero back on the mound, deals in the 1-0 count. A hard hit fly ball down to center field. That's Ryan Rodriguez tracking it and reels it in on the move, puts one away. Ryan Rodriguez had to cover a lot of ground to get that grab. As Chris Chavez will fly out. This brings in the right fielder, Nick Matridis. Nick Matridis currently 1 for 3 RBI, single in the bottom of the first. His last 2 his bats, he's flown out. Now Matthew Martinez will come in as a pinch hitter. The foul ball goes back. That's a 0-1 count. Andy Martinez digging in for his first at-bat of the afternoon. Coming in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the 0-1 count. That one outside. Evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the bottom of the sixth after leadoff hitter Chris Chavez flies out to center field. 1-1 count, pitch on the way. This one fouled off down the right field line. Now the count goes 1-2. You back to our batter's eye cam. One, 2 count, pitch on the way. This one hits sharply down, giving chase. Front fielder coming in, and that one gets past the glove of Luis Morales. And now Martinez is going to round second. He's going to try to go for 3. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. And Carroll down but not out as Matthew Martinez gets the triple with 1 away. It's a huge play right there, a huge hit by Matthew Martinez. Show you the replay here, presented by Roy Gonzalez. Josh Malone's got a piece of it. You had Everett and Morales coming in to see who gets it. Classic case of miscommunication as Martinez rounds seconds and he just beats the throw off. He gets there in time. And Orlando Ruiz not very happy with that call. He starts having a chat with the head umpire. Yeah, nevertheless, it's a triple. Now the tying run 90 feet on third base for the Carroll Tigers. As the third baseman, Easton Hewitt, now digging in. Again, not out, down but not out. The Carroll Tigers managed to get that huge triple, and you have Easton Hewitt. He brought an RBI off a double in the bottom half of the second inning. Chance history may repeat itself. Again, the tying run 90 feet away in the form of Matthew Martinez. Tinajero. And now trying to get something going defensively, trying to put an end to this rally by the Carroll Tigers. Pitch on the way. Inside for a strike. That's the 0-1 count. And Easton Hewitt digging in. Currently 2 for 3. A single, an RBI double, and a fly out in the bottom of the fourth, all in that order. The 0-1 count. Tinajero fires. This one chopped foul down on left field line. And it would go on an 0-2 count on the third baseman Hewitt. Lucas Tinajero's recorded 2 strikeouts since coming in the bottom half of the third inning. Here comes the 0-2 on the way. This one hits sharply down to center field. It's dropping for a base hit, and we're tied once again in Corpus. RBI single by Easton Hewitt, and a brand new ball game here in the late stages of the 6th inning. That's the game of baseball for you right there, folks. You never know what can happen next. Nevertheless, that's going to be another RBI here for Easton Hewitt. An RBI double, now an RBI single under his belt. This brings in Alex Flores. Going to put in Jay Cruz instead, who's going to come back in. Jay Cruz comes back in here. Got hit by a pitch his first time around. A 1-0 count. Gets a piece of this one, but it veers off, foul and out of play. That one dings off the restroom in right field. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. A runner on first after Easton Hewitt brings in Matthew Martinez. Again, Jay Cruz got hit by a pitch his first time around. 1-1 count. Makes a swing and miss on the 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. And a hard hit fly ball down to left center. Giving chase here, and the left fielder is Talavera. And he reels it in. Still Talavera making the grab, records out number 2.
Number 7, Devin Gutierrez.
And Jay Cruz will go down on a fly out as this brings in Devin Gutierrez. Devin Gutierrez had the sac fly to bring the run in the bottom of the first inning, but he's flown out and ground out ever since then. Skips off the dirt, runner going to throw off the second, and they got him. Throw into the dirt, deciding to go a book on it is Easton Hewitt, and he's picked off at second base by Darian Montoya. But nevertheless, the RBI by Hewitt makes it a tie ball game as we go to the top of the 7th. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles.
Back here to Real Sports Live, a hard hit ground ball up the middle, going to be stopped by the shortstop to throw to first in time. And that puts one away, folks, as this has been an absolute shootout here at Cavanish Field between Ray and Carroll. Ray looking to go 10-0, just trying to hold on to their undefeated streak, and a great play to start things off. As Darren Montoya starts things off in the top of the 7th as he grounds up down the middle. That puts one away. This brings in Nick Talavera. And the RBI triple was last time around in the top of the 5th inning. Starts off for a 1-0 count. Now we have some activity going on over in that Ray Texan bullpen. It's a 2-0 count here again. Isaac Bett is back on the mound for the Carroll Tigers. Pitch on the way. And he hits one Down and deep to left field. This one has distance. That's back at the wall. Gone! Solo home run, Nick Talavera. And Ray takes the lead here in the top of the 7th. And he steps on the plate with dominance, folks. And Nick Talavera, second home run of the ball game here. First was Miguel Everett, and Ray takes the lead there, folks. Nick Talavera got an absolute hold of that one down the left field line right above the 319. We show you the replay here presented by Roy Gonzalez, Josh Moody Loans. That one was skied high. It looked like it was going to just get the warning track, and it drops. It goes off just over the wall, folks. Nevertheless, Ray back on top here. Again, this Ray Texan squad looking to remain perfect on the season, and they're doing all they can in their power to hold on. This brings in new pinch hitter coming in. It's a 1-0 count. That's Jack Spence now coming in to hit. Check swing, evens up the count at 1-1.
Need a lineup from Gregory Portland if you have it available, please. Lineup from Gregory Portland.
And Jack Spence digging in for his first at bat. He takes a swing and a miss, or he catches his own, excuse me. So 1-2 count now sitting in on Jack Spence against Spence here, pinch hitting in the top of the 7th inning. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Out number 2. Strikeout number 1 for Isaac Bettis, as Jack Spence will go down.
Right fielder number 6, Luis Morales.
This brings in Luis Morales in the top of the 7th inning, who's not had the best of days from the plate. Ground out in the top of the 2nd inning. He walked in the top of the 2nd. Yeah, he went twice. And we had that fly out in the top of the 6th inning. And this one hit a ton down the right field line, giving chase, and it's going to go off the glove, and it stays fair. The second baseman trying to reel that one in. That was Isaac Bettis trying to go under it. Trey Estrada, tried to go under it. Now a pinch runner coming in, so that's going to be ruled as an error against Carroll. As that puts a runner on first.
Center fielder number 4, Ryan Rodriguez.
Now back to the top of the order, Ryan Rodriguez coming in. And Ryan Rodriguez digging in. He's had a spotty day from the plate, but he's brought in some runs in. Started off with a triple in the top of the 4th innings. That one's inside. For a ball, 1-0 count. And then we had a fly out in the top of the 3rd. Brings in 2 runs off a sac fly in the top of the 4th and then grounded out in the top of the 6th. So he's done some damage here for the Ray Texans. That pitch skips off the dirt. Paloma makes the stop, or a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. And the 2-0 count, pitch on the way. Inside for a strike, evens up at 2-1, or gets in at 2-1. Getting on deck, the shortstop, Jack Bell. Pitch on the way. This one hit hard down the left field, giving chase. That's going to drop in fair for a hit. Reeled in by the left fielder. And now here comes the throw a bit wide. And no play will be made. It's a huge double right there for Ryan Rodriguez. And it moves up 2 runners in scoring position. And folks, coming up next, Gregory Portland set to take on Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial in our final matchup here, but this has been an absolute shootout between Corpus Christi, Ray, and Carroll. Runners on second and third. We'll have a quick meeting on the mound between the infield. We'll step away for a few moments here watching Real Sports Live. Top of the seventh, runners on second and third, 2 away.
It's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why?
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. And a hard hit ball down the middle. That's going to be a base hit. One run's going to come in. Right behind and down the middle is Ryan Rodriguez. He'll come in a huge stand-up double. That's still a wall. You can call it a triple, and they're going to wave him home. Here comes the throw. Nope. And it is not in time. Inside the park, home run. Inside the park, home run by Jack Bell. Inside the park, home run, an 11-7 lead. Ray now in the driver's seat. What started off with the home run by Nick D'Olivetta, then getting on base off the error. Ryan Rodriguez hits the double and in. Inside the park, home run by Jack Bell as Lucas Tinajero digs back in. That's a 1-0-1 count. And coming up next, Gregory Portland set to take on Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. And there'll be an action. Expect Corpus Christi Vets to try to go back into the driver's seat, holding at the number 2 seed in 29-5A. It's a hard hit ball, finds the gap between third and short. That's going to be another base hit. And Lucas Tinajero gets on board and gets back on first.
Second baseman number 16, Miguel Everett.
This brings in Miguel Everett. Carroll trying to get out of this one. Here's the pitch. That one just a bit upstairs. 1-0 count. Again, Miguel Everett, the first time Ray Texan, to hit a home run. On a single, a home run, flew out, then he walked in the top of the 6th inning in his last time around. It's the 1-0 count, pitch on the way. This one popped up in the infield, calling it now the third baseman, Gutierrez, and he reels it in. But Ray gets some damage done. There's an inside the park home run by Jack Bell. And Rodriguez gets on board, and Nick D'Olivetta, of course, hitting the home run to left field. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's do or die for the Carroll Tigers. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in.
Mount Kidder Real Sports Live, bottom of the 7th inning. Leading things off will be Devin Gutierrez. Again, do or die here as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. He's a strike to start things off, and that evens up his count at 1-1. So again, folks, started off with the Carroll lead in that bottom of the 4th, surging on top of the 4th with 5 runs, and they tack on one more in the top of the 6th, and then solo home run and an inside the park home run results in 4 more runs coming in the top of the 7th inning is a 2-1 count. Now sitting in on Devin Gutierrez, and he shoots one a mile down the right field, giving chase on his Morales, and he calls out the center fielder Rodriguez, reels it in for out number 1. Now Corpus Christi Ray just going 2 outs away from going 10-0 in district play. So no way, and then talk about that play by Ryan Rodriguez too. What a way to back up Luis Morales there when Morales called him off. So Devin Gutierrez flies out. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, this brings in a hard hit fly ball down the middle. It's gone through. It gets on board with the base hit. And now the Carroll rally starting to pick up a bit. Now De Palomo coming on board as EJ Cantu single. And a runner gets on board with 1 away. De Palomo digging in. 1 for 3, a ground out, a double, and a ground out. And a runner on first as he sees the pitch just a bit too inside. I went a little too close for comfort. It's a 1-0 count, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. Runner on first in the form of EJ Cantu, who just singled a few moments ago. Pitch inside for a strike, and that evens up the count, but now the double play ball in effect. Double play can close the door here for the Texans and secure their 10-0 victory. Now ball fouled off. Now 1-2 count sitting in on De Palomo. Again, Palomo 1 for 3 with the double in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Grounded out his other 2 at bats. And his last time around, the bottom of the 5th was the ground out. That was record that first out in that bottom of the 5th where Carroll surged back. It's the 1-2 count. This one chopped up here, picked up now, a throw to first. So they'll get the fielder's choice at first. A runner moves up on down to second base, and now the final out looming over the Carroll Tigers.
Number 6, Trey Estrada.
And Dave Palomo will get on board as now the potential final hitter in this Carroll Tiger lineup. Shortstop Trey Estrada, 1 for 3, tripled in the bottom of the 2nd, struck out in the bottom of the 3rd, and flew out in the bottom of the 5th inning. You've seen Estrada can pop the ball in here, could lob that one out to the outfield, so we've seen the infield shift a bit back, playing near the outfield. Again, folks, the baseball fun doesn't end here. Coming up next, we have Gregory Portland taking on Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. Number 2 seed versus the number 9 seed in 29-5A. We are our 3rd and final game for this three-game treat here on Real Sports Live from Cabinets Field. So first pitch on the way. This one fouled back. Now quickly an 0-1 count falling in on Trey Estrada. Again, Estrada 1 for 3 from the plate. Triple, a strikeout, and a flyout. As these Carroll Tigers patiently wait, or these Ray Texans, patiently wait that final out to ensure their 10-0 record in 29-5A. Pitch not going to be inside. It evens up the count at 1-1. A little too close to call. Ball 1 strike, 2 away. And a beautiful afternoon for baseball here at Cabinets Field. It's 1-1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Check swing doesn't go. That's a 2-1 count. Estrada was tempted to go for it, but he holds off. And now, a lot of pressure when you come in with 2 outs and a runner on second base, but also like some signs of desperation begin to kick in for Carroll. It's a 2-1 count. Tinajero fires. This one popped up high to center field. A chance to close the game out, and it's reeled in by Rodriguez, and that's the ball game. First pitch over at 1:35, 2 hours and 19 minutes game time. Welcome you to the post-game show. Corpus Christi Ray will survive a no-kill 10-0 improbable comeback as the Ray Texans now improve to 22-3, 10-0 in district. The Tigers will fall to 14-9, 8-3 in district. Next games here for these two teams, we'll have Ray take on Corpus Christi Vets, and Carroll takes on Moody in our Real Sports Live player of the game. Go ahead and give it to Nick Dalvedo, made some defensive plays. Went 3 for 4, including the RBI triple and a solo home run. Again, the Ray Texans will improve to 10-0 in district, 22-3 overall, where they have a date with the number 2 seed Corpus Christi Veterans on Tuesday night. Carroll Tigers will fall to 14-9, 8-3 in district, and they'll face off against Corpus Christi Moody. And they'll face off against the world-famous Moody Magic.
We would ask that a representative from either team meet behind home plate for the pitch count status sheet, please.
And the final box score, 11 runs, 13 hits, no runs, 13 hits, no errors over for Ray. 11 runs, 7 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors over for Carroll. Coming in next, our final matchup, Corpus Christi Veterans takes on Gregory Portland. Signing off for now for Mr. Joe Bowling and everyone at Real Sports Live. I'm Ruben Rodriguez saying so long and not goodbye. It's game 3 after this between Gregory Portland and Corpus Christi Vets. You're watching Real Sports Live.